Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Fafi and I'll be guiding you through today's balancing practice. We're going to begin in a child's pose. Start in a kneeling position. Sit back on your heels. Extend your arms forward and bring your forehead down to the ground. Bring your awareness to your breath. Take a moment to set your intention for the practice. Let's do one more breath together. Begin to lift yourself up to a seat. Come to a seated position. Let's stretch out our wrists, extend your arms forward, flip your right palm, fingertips facing down, and grab your right hand with your left fingers. Stretch your hand down. Let's switch it up. Lift your fingers up and stretch your hand backwards. Let's do the other side. First, palm facing down. Switch it up, lift the hands, fingertips facing up. Extend both arms forward, make fists with your hands, and make circles. Change direction. Shake the hands. Release and come to a tabletop position with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Let's do cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest and the neck, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, bring the chin to the chest. 2 more rounds, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come to a neutral spine. Extend your right leg back. Extend your left arm forward. Now let's bring the right knee and the left elbow towards our chest. Extend, inhale, exhale, round. Extend, round. Last one, extend, round. Extend the leg and the arm forward. Gently release, coming to the center. Now extend your right leg back. Keep the toes on the ground. Reach forward and back with your foot, feeling the stretch in your shin. Come to stillness. Lift the left arm up. Lower the left arm down. Bring the left knee parallel to the mat with the toes facing backwards. And bring the right leg towards the back of the mat in line with your left knee. Lift your right arm up, coming into your side plank. You feel free to stay here, or if you'd like, you can stack your legs on top. Keep your hips lifted. Release the hand, bring the knees down. Take a moment here before we do the other side. You can stretch out your wrists if you'd like by flipping your palms, bringing the palm to face up. Come forward and back with the body. Come to the center and release. Now let's do that On the other side, extend the left leg back and extend the right arm forward. Bring the right elbow and the knee to the chest. Extend. Come forward. Extend. 2 more. Keep your hips square. Last one. Gently release the hand and the knee down. Extend the left leg back. Come forward and back. Come to stillness. Lift the right arm up. Lower the right arm down. Bring the right knee parallel to the mat. Bring the left leg parallel to the right knee and lift the left arm up. Feel free to stay here or stack the knees together. Stack the feet, sorry. Keep the hips lifted. Lower the left hand down and lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog, keeping the knees bent, keeping the feet hip width apart. Bend the knees, look forward and take small steps to the top of the mat. Keep your feet hip width apart, keep your hands down, let's fold down. You can sway from side to side if you like. Come to the center, bend your knees and very slowly lift yourself up to standing. Lifting your head fast. Keep the chest lifted, roll the shoulders back and down. Palms are facing forwards, arms at your side. Take a breath here. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, look forward, hands on your shins. Exhale, hands down, reach both legs back for plank pose. Lower the knees down. Arch the back, bend the elbows and lower all the way down to the ground. Flip your toes and lift your chest. Inhale. Tuck your toes, reach the hips back to the heels and lift your hips up. Exhale. Bring the right leg forward in between your hands. Bring the left leg forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, arms up, slightly arch the back. Exhale, arms at your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands down, both legs back, plank pose. Lower the knees down. Arch the back, bend the elbows and lower all the way down. Lift the toes, lift the chest, inhale. Tuck the toes, reach the hips back and lift the hips up. Exhale. Bring the left leg forward. Bring the right leg forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, arms up. Exhale, arms at your side. Good job, take a moment here. Inhale, lift the arms, bend backwards. Bring the hips forward. Exhale, come forward, bend the knees and fold. Now we're going to bend one knee at a time while twisting. Bend the left knee and lift the right arm up. Lower the right hand down, bend the right knee and lift the left arm up. Let's do 2 more rounds. Bend the left knee, right arm up. Bend the right knee, left arm up. Last one. Come to the center, bend the knees. Extend your arms forward and lift all the way up. Release your arms at your side. Good job. Now we're going to be testing our balance by shifting the weight from one foot to the other. So come to the top of your mat or wherever you're comfortable here. I'm just going to demonstrate on this side. So first we're going to lift both our feet, the toes off the ground, and then lower. Then lift both heels off the ground and then lower. Lift the toes, lower, lift the heels, and lower. You don't have to lift up too high. Just want you to feel the feeling of not being fully on the ground. One more time. Good job. All right, now we're going to bring our balance towards the left foot. So root your left foot down to the ground. If you want, you can lift your toes off and then lower the toes down. Make sure all 4 corners of your foot are rooted to the ground. Bring your hands at your hips. First, you're just going to lift the right heel up and then lower. We're going to do this 2 more times just to get the feeling of being just on one foot with the weight on one foot. Now you're going to open your hip and then close 2 more times. Last one. Good. Now extend your right leg forward. Hold it. And release. Good. Let's do that on the other side. First, lift your toes off the ground and root your foot to the ground. Okay, now lift the left heel up and lower. Try to keep your weight equal, not shifting left to right, forward or back. Now let's open that hip. One more time. Good job. Now extend the left foot forward. Gently release. Good job. Now we're going to bend one knee at a time and extend the opposite arm. All right, so I'm gonna switch it over to the side so you can see. First, you're going to bend your knees, shift your weight a little bit forward. Okay, keep your hands at your hips at first. You can keep your legs extended. And now we're going to keep our arms down, fingertips facing down. So bend the right knee and extend the left arm back while extending the right arm forward. Come back to the center. Bend the left knee, extend the right arm forward and the left arm back. So you're doing opposite knee and opposite arm, okay? So let's start with the right knee forward. Right knee forward, left arm forward, back to the center, change. And just keep moving from side to side. Keep shifting your weight forward. Keep your feet rooted to the ground. Find your focus. One more round here. Good job. Now come to the top of the mat. Bring the left leg back. Tuck the toe and bend the right knee. Lift your arms up. Inhale. We're going to hold it here for a few breaths. Tuck your tailbone, so make sure you're not reaching back. Tuck the tailbone, pull the navel in, roll the shoulders down, and lift your arms up. Release your hands at your hips and bring the back heel down, 45-degree angle to the side. Extend the right leg. Bring your torso and your hips to face forward and fold down. Now extend your arms back. Keep your chest lifted. Lift yourself up. Bring your hands at your hips and bring the left leg forward. Good job. Now let's do that on the other side. Bring the right leg back and tuck the back toe. Bend the left knee. Lift your arms up. Inhale. Release your hands at your hips. Bring the back heel down, 45-degree angle. Extend the left leg. Come forward with the torso and fold. Now extend your arms back. Lift yourself up. Bring your hands at your hips. Bend the left knee, tuck the back toe, and bring the right leg forward. Good job. Now we're going to point and flex our toes just to get them ready for more balancing. Bring your right leg forward and lift the toes off the ground. And just hold it here, feel the stretch in your shin. Now let's switch it up. Flip the foot and bring the tops of the foot on the ground. Tops of the toes on the ground. Oh, that's a lovely stretch. Gently release. Let's do the other side. Bring the left foot forward and lift the toes off the ground. Now flip and stretch. Gently release. You can shake that off if you like. Now root your left leg on the ground and bring the hands at the hips. We're going to open our right hip up. Bend the knee, lift it up, and now make circles with your right knee. It can be very small circles. Change direction. And gently release. Good job. Just a tip to help you with your balance. Look forward or down at a point that's not moving to help you with your focus. Alright, now we're going to test our balance by extending the right leg forward. Hold it here. Good. Come back to the center. Keep the foot lifted and extend the foot out to the right. Come back to the center, keep the foot lifted, and now extend the leg back. Keep the torso upright, try not to move forward. And gently release. You can shake the legs off. Good. Now we're going to do that on the other side. First, let's open up the hip. Root the right leg, bend the left knee, and make circles with the knee. Change. Good job. Gently release. You know what's coming next. Extend the left leg forward. Hold it here. One side is going to feel different than the other. Let me know in the comments which side was harder for you. Come to the center, keep the foot lifted, and extend the leg to the side. Try to keep standing upright, not switching your weight to the left or to the right. Come to the center, and now let's reach the leg back. If you lose your balance, don't worry. That's what we're here for. We're working on our balance. Keep the chest lifted. And gently release. Good. Shake it off. Shake the hands, shake the legs. Wonderful. Now we're going to do our warrior 3 pose. So come to the top of the mat. Bring the hands at the hips. Bend the right knee and root your standing leg. Bend the left knee, lift it up, bring it forward, and now slowly reach it back while bringing your torso forward. Lift the leg up as high as you can. Keep your chest lifted. Keep looking forward at a point that's not moving. Good. Now if you want to test or challenge your balance a little bit more, you can bring your palms together at the heart. Try to keep your hips square, not moving left or right. If you want to challenge a little bit more, you can also extend your arms forward. Now bring your hands at your hips and slowly bring the left leg forward. Good job. Let's try that out on the other side. Bring your hands at your hips, root the left leg, bend the left knee. Now bend the right knee and lift the leg up, reach it forward. Now slowly reach the right leg back while bringing your torso forward. You can stay here or challenge yourself by bringing your palms together or extending your arms forward. Listen to your body and meet yourself where you are. One more breath. Bring the hands at the hips and slowly bring the right leg forward. Good job. Now let's fold forward. Lift the arms up. Inhale, bring the palms together to touch. Exhale, bend the knees, fold down. You can bend one knee at a time if you like, or just sway from side to side. Bend both knees and slowly lift yourself up to standing. Good job. Now we have just one more balancing pose for you, the tree pose. You can do this, you got it. So root your left leg to the ground, bring your hands at the hips. You have many options here. First option is to open the hip and bring the top of the toes on the ground, or just the tops of the foot on the ground. You can also use a book or a block to put your toes on or your foot on. Second option is your foot on your shin. Third option, above the knee. Fourth option, on your inner thigh. So choose the option that works for you and meet me in the tree pose. You can keep your hands at your hips or bring your palms together to touch, or even lift your arms up, or also bring your palms together to touch. Please choose a variation that works for you today. And with practice, maybe you'll be able to choose another variation with time. One more breath here. Gently release, shake the leg off. You're doing great. Now let's do the other side. Root the right leg down to the ground. Bring the hands at the hips. Choose the same variation you did on the other side. Anybody can lose balance, right? So if you're losing your balance, don't worry about it. Just go back into it. Now gently release. Shake the legs. Good job. Now take a wide stance with your legs on your long edge of the mat. Feet are parallel to the mat. Bring your hands at your hips. Reach your hips back, come forward with your torso and fold. If you'd like, you can bring your hands down right under your shoulders and sway from side to side. Come to the center. Come to face the top of your mat, tucking your back toe. Bring both hands down next to your front foot and bring your left leg back, lifting the hips up and back. Now let's go for the pigeon pose. Lift your right leg up and back. Bend the knee, bring it forward towards your right elbow and lower it down to the ground. Extend your left leg back. Feel free to stay here. Feel the stretch in your hip, or if you'd like, you can lower down to your elbows or all the way to the ground, wherever you are in your practice. Let's stay here for a few breaths. Now lift yourself up. Tuck the back toe, lift the back leg, and bring the right leg back, lifting the hips up. Let's do the other side. Lift the left leg up and back. Bend the knee, bring it towards your left elbow and lower it down. Reach the right leg back. Again, choose the variation that works for you today. Staying up here is totally okay. Or if you want, lower down to the ground. Lift yourself up. Tuck your back toe, lift your back leg, and bring the left leg back, lifting the hips. Lower the knees down to the ground and slide the legs to the side. Extend your legs forward. Bend your right knee, bring it towards you. And then reach the foot back, bringing the knee down to the ground. Now, if you have any knee pain, feel free to bring a blanket under the knee or open the hip a little bit more, whatever works for you. And reach the hands back. Feel free to stay here, or if it's possible, lower it down to your forearms. Lift yourself up. Bend the knee, lift it up, bring the foot on the ground, then extend the leg forward. Now let's do the other side, bend the left knee, and reach the foot back, bringing the knee down to the ground. Reach the hands back, and feel free to choose whatever variation works for you today. Lift yourself up. Bend the knee, lift it up, and bring the foot down and extend the leg forward. Now let's go for a forward fold. Lift the arms up, inhale. Exhale, come forward and fold. Reach the hands back, and now lie down on your back. Bend the knees, lift them up. Lower the knees to the right on the ground. Extend the arms to your side and look to your left. Come back to the center. Lower the knees to the left and look to the right. Come back to the center. Bend the knees, bring them to the chest, or wrap your arms around your knees. You can rock from side to side. Lower the feet down to the ground. Let's get ready for Shavasana. Find a resting pose. Extend your legs out as wide as the mat. Bring your hands at your side, palms facing up, and close your eyes. Relax your body and surrender to the ground. Feel free to stay here for as long as you like if you have the time, or if you're ready to go out. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, move the head from side to side. Bring the legs together, bend the knees, bring them to the chest. As you roll on to the ground to your side. Gently lift yourself up to a comfortable seat, keeping your eyes closed. Bring your palms together to touch at the heart. Gently bow the head, giving thanks for yourself for showing up. Open your eyes. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's flow, and I hope to see you again. Namaste.